I forget?
Oh, eat that question.
Eat that question. Thank you. Zappapedia right here. This guy. Yeah, Eat That Question. If you haven't seen it, it's really cool. A lot of Frank interviews and quotes. And as you know, Frank was incredibly outspoken about all kinds of topics. You know, really brilliant. And in the political front, he wasn't afraid to speak out and criticize everything. You know, anything that he thought was shitty. But what I'm fascinated by, and we're going to present it to you in a little special way tonight. I'm fascinated that over those 80 or 90 albums, whatever way you count it, the first song on the first album, I want you to read those lyrics sometime. I'm going to present them to you now. But it's incredible how much he got in that. If he'd never done anything else, pretty cool, I think. So here we go. Kendall Scott.
Pause here for a second because Kendall's getting a little bit too churchy. So calm down, Kendall. Calm down. Close to his home. He thinks the tour's over. He's ready to go home and go back to his other gig, playing at the local gospel church. There's one thing that we noticed. What was that city we went through where they were lined up from dusk to dawn?
Oh man, Northampton, Mass. Yes.
Okay, now I'm from California, so we're just gonna, pass a few hints along to you. If you're gonna be smoking that stuff in a hotel, put a towel by the door. Okay?
That goes back.
Put a towel wet the towel and put it by the door. Otherwise, it's gonna be in the hallway and you're busted.
But
this
not
is just
anymore.
stuff that we know in California because
Not anymore. Anyway, I don't even smoke, and I read the wrong fucking song on the set list. So we're gonna do that one next. Let's do this one though. And funkified. All right, you heard that whole intro. Here we go. Yeah. Mr. America, walk on by the schools that do not teach. Mr. America, walk on by the minds that won't be reached. Mr. America, try to hide the emptiness that's you inside. But once you find that the way you lied and all the corny tricks you tried will not forestall the rising tide of hungry freaks, Daddy, they won't go on for no more. Great Midwestern hardware store philosophy that turns away from those who aren't afraid to say what's on their minds, the left behinds of the great society. Mr. America, walk on by your supermarket dream. Mr. America, walk on by your liquor store supreme. Mr. America, try to hide the product of your savage pride. The useful minds that it denied the day you shrugged and stepped aside. You sold their clothes and then you cried. Those hungry freaks, Daddy, they won't go on for no more. Great Midwestern hardware store. Philosophy that turns away from those who aren't afraid to say what's on their minds, the left behinds of the great society.